Oh, okay. This is a Tea and True Crime with Bella. Tea and True Crime with Bella. Footage of Chris Watts in prison. Someone paid to have him attacked. Listen, let me tell you something. About this monster. If you don't know who Chris Watts is, Chris Watts killed his whole family to try to be with his lover. His wife her name was Shanann. Horrible case. It's one of the worst cases out there. Monster. Can you explain to me why this monster gets bags and bags of love letters of women and men professing their love to him and how much they love him and how much they want to be with him and how much he means to them? There's countless documentaries and footage and evidence that clearly shows that he did this crime. Clearly points to him. And yet, dude, people go willingly to want to be with this absolute heinous, despicable monster. Because if you don't have the answer, I surely don't. Shit is beyond me. So you know what? I might enjoy this a little bit. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Me, Angel. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm gonna enjoy this video. Okay, I'm pausing the music. But why would you put this music? Is that really him? I don't know, but it kind of doesn't look like him. This isn't real. This isn't real. No, this isn't real. I've seen this video before. That's not him. Nah. No, I've seen this video before. That could be him. That dude there, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen this before, and I don't think this has anything to do with him. This video is old. This is something else. This. Tea and True Crime with Bella. This ain't it.
Moment, a jealous man led his estranged wife to her brutal
This is itvnews. At itvnews.
death. Paweł Chmielewski later killed his wife Marta, stabbing her more than 30 times.
Holy
Following
shit.
the murder, he stayed with her body in his rented room in Northamptonshire for 4 days, only leaving to buy beers from a local shop. So why did he kill her? Police say Chmielewski had failed to accept his marriage was over after Marta had started dating a work colleague. He'd kept contacting her despite her keeping her distance and telling him it was over. Police were alerted to the danger after a family member got an unusual text from Marta. They said it didn't sound like her. She went round to Chmielewski's flats but got no answer, so she called 999. Officers knocked on the door of the rented room to find 40-year-old Chmielewski with a knife protruding out of his neck, laying next to his dead wife on the floor. He was sent to hospital for treatment and later arrested for the murder. Chmielewski initially refused to comment before confessing in court. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison.
Damn. Keep him in there. Holy shit. Alright, this is ITV News. Let's move on to the next
Imagine
one.
going on a...
We already saw it.
Imagine getting...
Okay. This is itsheidiwong at itsheidiwong.
Imagine getting arrested for having a child with a dead body. Jennifer Burrows is a 26-year-old who was working at a morgue when she was arrested after a DNA test proved her child's father was a dead body she was supposed to autopsy. But it actually gets worse from here, because while Jennifer was working as an assistant pathologist at the morgue, she had relations with more than 60 bodies, belonging to men aged 17 to 71 years old. She did this for 2 years until it led to the birth of her son. Her son's father was a 57-year-old veterinarian from Texas who passed away in a car accident in 2017. Jennifer was charged with 158 counts of indecent treatment of a corpse. Many psychologists and experts have debated why someone would do this. The reasons range from curiosity to severe mental illness. Some even believe Jennifer was suffering from psychosis. Alright, after all that, I don't really know how to end this video, so stay safe out there and follow for more.
What? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, she was bagging corpses. Holy shit. How does that even physically happen? Yeah, someone commented here. How does that happen? Like, how? How is it possible? Wow, that is so disgusting. All right, moving on.
The scene of one of the most notorious crimes of the 1990s is for sale in Boulder, Colorado.
All right, this is zillowtastrophes. Oh, shit. Okay, so the JonBenet Ramsey case. Oh, so this is a JonBenet Ramsey house. Damn, they're selling it for $6 million. 5 beds, 8 baths. Does it still have the basement? Bruh. You want to know what the worst part is about everything? That they're going to buy it. Someone's going to buy the house. Someone's going to buy the house just because it's where the Ramsey family lived, and the whole JonBenet Ramsey case happened. If you don't know this case, it's probably one of the most famous true crime cases. There's thousands of videos on YouTube that you can find about this case, including one of mine too as well. I think it's still there. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. If you don't know this case, this is JonBenet Ramsey. She was found in the basement of her home one day. Her family was upstairs. It was during Christmas, and there was just a whole bunch of conspiracy theories that came from that finding, and to this day, no one has ever been charged for her murder. There's plenty of theories, like I mentioned. There's evidence that comes up every so often, and someone confesses to it, but then nothing ever comes out from that. But again, yeah, one of the most famous true crime cases in all of true crime history. The house, again, $6,249,000 sold. It's gonna sell. The house could be the biggest piece of shit on the whole block, and just because it has that notoriety attached to it, it's gonna sell. They're gonna make that money. Unbelievable.
The house where JonBenet Ramsey lived and died has hit the market for $6.25 million. I've done my best to match up the listing photos with the crime scene photos, so we're going to take a walk through and see what's changed and what remains the same. But first, let's talk about that price. A recent study done by Real Estate Witch tells us that a full 37% of people would consider it a deal breaker if the home that they were buying was the scene of a violent crime. So let's...
Okay, but they do it if the scene of a violent crime. I would understand, but again, it depends on the notoriety on it. It's because it's JonBenet Ramsey and it's one of the most famous true crime cases. I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem with that. Now, if you tell I'll give you an example. It's like a Amityville horror kind of shit. It's like the Bever family, and those type of houses you have to demolish it because obviously no one wants to live there. But because the case has never been resolved and it's still up in the air, it'll pique some millionaire's interest and they'll buy the house. Plus, it's in Boulder, Colorado, and Boulder's supposed to be really nice too. So, like, even within the whole fact that a violent crime was committed in that house, people would still buy it. It's insane.
Let's take a look through and see if you think they changed enough to warrant that high price. Here's what it looked like in '96 on the outside. Since 1998, they installed privacy gates and they actually changed the address of the house. Here's what the house looks like today inside. In this crime scene photo of the dining room, take a look at the French doors. They just painted them black and they left the same hardware. Much of the first floor looks exactly the same as it used to, even down to the curtain rods in this family room. New owners have put in a brand new kitchen. You can see the recognizable black and white tile flooring is gone, but they've kept this walk-in refrigerator and added a new stainless steel panel to the front. In the butler's pantry, the black and white tiling is still there. At first glance, the bathrooms in this house might appear updated. When you look a little closer at these old crime scene photos, you'll see they've added a new sink and top, but this vanity and the drawer pulls are exactly the same. And in some of the bathrooms, the distinctive black tile around the tub is still there. In the primary suite, we see that they replaced the old blue carpeting for some fresh beige carpeting, but not much else has changed. Even the wall sconces are the same. Downstairs in the basement, where many think the crime occurred, it's been completely renovated. In this room, the new owners put in a wine cellar. While the rest of the basement used to be a series of storage rooms, it's now one big open entertaining space. Obviously, a lot of this price comes down to the stunning location, but this house was sold in 1998 for only $650,000, and it has been on and off the market at least 6 times since then, most recently with a huge price increase. This place is already priced way higher than any homes around it. So what do you guys think? Would you live here? The scene...
See? I told you. Why do you think they're charging that price? Why do you think the price keeps going up for it? Yeah. It's because of that notoriety attached to it. Now, 6 different owners in that short span of time, let me tell you something. When it comes to houses, from 98, 25 years, 6 people, that's a lot. When you would think that a house only, that's not like being rented or anything, you would only have it for like the owner, or like if they sell it to the next, you would think that there's time between all that, but 6 people living in that house, buying it and reselling it, something's going on there besides the notoriety that's attached to it. But yeah, this is a zillowtastrophes, not necessarily very much involved in the true crimes world, but a little different than what we normally do. My wife and I we're millennials, so we like to go on Zillow sometimes and check out what the pricing of houses in our area are currently at, and we just laugh because it's just so completely unattainable at this point that who the fuck are these people selling these houses to? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that if there's a zombie apocalypse, a lot of places are going to be empty. Tell you that much. All right. We'll watch 2 or 3 more, and then we'll end the live stream for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Like I've always mentioned, the time that you take to watch me here, especially now watching these TikTok videos, it's very comforting. It means the world to me, and I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.